In our last tutorial, we talked about getting started with research by using basic search strategies like Boolean operators to find reference articles. Now that you have a grasp on the general background of your topic, its context, key figures, and terms, you are ready to look at it in more depth. Books, whether print or ebooks, will give you depth and breadth. By the end of this tutorial, you will know how to use Google Books to find books at libraries near you, and how to find books in Ebook Central, Harker's research book database. Note, we are not covering how to use the Harker Library catalog to find print books in this tutorial. For a review of how to place holds on physical books through the library catalog, please go to library.harker.org/world1 and look for the video about how to place holds in the library catalog on the Books tab. Let's start with Google Books. Most people know that you can find previews of books on Google, but did you know that you can use Google Books to find copies of books at your local library? For example, if I do a search on Genghis Khan, I get so many books on Genghis Khan, far too many for me to go through. But if I look back on my first result on page 1, Genghis Khan and the Making of the Modern World, it looks like this book might be useful for my research on Genghis Khan and what made him such an effective leader. But I can't get the full text of this book through Google, only a preview of the book. But if I'd like to find a copy of the full text of the book, I can go to Get the Book, scroll down, and put in my location to find out where I can find this book in a library near me. I can even check to see if there are different formats of the book. Even if I can't find a copy of the book in a library near me, I can click this link to take me to WorldCat to find out more about this book. WorldCat is a union catalog containing records for millions of books from libraries around the country and the world. WorldCat can tell me more about the libraries that house this book, and, really helpfully, it can tell me what subject headings are labeled for this book. We'll talk about subject headings more when we get to Ebook Central. For now, just remember that I want to keep in mind subject headings as soon as I come across them. Even if I can't make it out to a library, I may be able to find enough information from this book preview to make it worth my while. I'm going to start by putting in key terms that I've come up earlier in my research. For example, I know that one of Genghis Khan's political innovations was known as the Great Yasa, or the Great Law. If I search for Yasa, I don't get any results, but don't panic. Just switch up your search terms. I know that in addition to being called the Great Yasa, this set of law codes was also known as the Great Law. And it turns out that this author refers to it in his book as the Great Law, not the Great Yasa. Being flexible with your search terms will save you time and get you great results. But be careful if you're looking for books that are available for free on Google. If you can find a book whose full text is available on Google, it's probably because this book is very, very old and no longer under copyright. Keep in mind that what historians had to say about Genghis Khan in 1888 is much different than what historians have to say about Genghis Khan writing in the 21st century. Now, let's talk about Ebook Central. Ebook Central is Harker's best source for full-text, single-subject ebooks. There are over 180,000 full-text books in Ebook Central, which makes it an awesome resource, but it can also feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Considering your search strategy carefully can really help. If I don't refine and tweak my search as I go, I could easily get tens of thousands of results and be totally overwhelmed. Searching a full-text library of ebooks is different from searching a library catalog. A catalog will have limited descriptive fields. It's not going to be searching the full text of every book, just the record of every book. Whereas a collection like Ebook Central allows you to search the full text of each and every book, and that's why you get so many results. Whether you are searching Ebook Central or the library catalog or any database, however, the most common search fields are title, author, subject heading, or keyword. Let's start with a simple search for the Black Death. Doing a keyword search for Black Death results in 4,575 book results. Way too many. Now that we've tried a basic keyword search, it's time to narrow in on the more relevant results. This is where subject searching might help us. Let's talk about keywords versus subject headings. Keywords are common everyday terms used to describe a topic. Subject headings are the agreed upon terms that libraries use to describe a topic. For example, I might describe the plague variously as the Black Death, the plague, the bubonic plague, the great pestilence, the great mortality, the great plague, and so on. I could perform searches using these various keywords, but unless I use a Boolean operator to include all of these terms, I can't be sure I'm getting all results for my topic under all the words used to describe it. Subject headings are standardized tags that allow us to find all iterations of one topic under one term. If you can identify the relevant subject heading for your topic, it will yield highly relevant results. Let's give it a try with our example topic of the Black Death. To find subject headings in Ebook Central, a good trick is to let Ebook Central do the work for you. After doing a simple keyword search, find a book in your results that looks relevant. This first about the Black Death looks good. Once you click into the book's record, if you go to the right-hand side of the page under Book Details and click Show More, you can see the LC subject heading. This stands for Library of Congress subject heading. This book says it's about communicable diseases, and that seems a little vague. So I'm going to go back to my results list and see if I can find a more promising subject heading. The next book on the list is the Encyclopedia of the Black Death, a reference book on the Black Death. If I go to Show More for this one, I find they're listing the Black Death as a Library of Congress subject heading, which seems way more promising. Their subject heading is hyperlinked, and I can try clicking on it, but I notice that instead of making my results narrower, it takes my results back up to 40,000 from 4,000, which is not more helpful. So instead, what I'm going to try to do is to go to Advanced Search. I'm going to click into the drop-down menu under Keyword and Full Text and look for Library of Congress subject heading. Then I'm going to enter the subject heading that I just discovered, Black Death, into my search field, and I'm going to change it from contains to matches because I want exactly this term. If I do that search, my results go down to 4 books, which is way more manageable. Now I might decide that this search is in fact too limiting and I want more books than just these 3 on the Black Death. In that case, I can go back to Advanced Search. And this time, instead of searching subject heading, I'm going to search by title. And I'm going to say again that I want books that have Black Death in the title, and I want it to exactly match that term, Black Death. Now my results go to 11 book results, which is a very happy medium between 4 results and 40,000. And the books that show up in my results look like they are pretty relevant. Once you've found the book you want, you can click into the book and it will take you to the home page. You can, again, find the ISBN number for your citation needs under the same book details where you found the Library of Congress subject heading. You can use either the print ISBN or the ebook ISBN to import the citation in Noodle Tools. To read the book online, click Read Online, and from this screen, you will be able to search within the book or look in the book's table of contents to see which sections might be most useful. From inside the book, you can make the text larger or smaller, and you can also copy and paste whatever you would like by using the icons at the top to copy. You can download the chapter to a PDF, you can download the entire book, or you can share a link to the book. So there you go. In summary, for our Ebook Central search, we first did a basic keyword search to identify our Library of Congress subject headings. Then we put those subject headings into Advanced Search and looked for exact matches with those subject headings. And then, if needed, you can go back to Advanced Search and do a title search for your term, again looking for an exact match. Good luck, and thanks for watching.